Good morning, everyone. Thank you very much for coming here. As many of you know, I'm Tim Warco, Washington County Coroner. We thank you for your presence here today. The Washington County Coroner's Office received a call from 911 and dispatched through dispatch and patched us through the Fort Cherry Ambulance, as well as Pennsylvania State Police on Saturday, May 21, 2022 at 7:08 p.m. At this time, 2 deputies were dispatched to respond to the scene from my office. Upon arrival, they pronounced Dennis J. Flournoy Mahama, date of birth August 1, 1996, a 25-year-old male, deceased, at 8:03 p.m. at the scene, located near the intersection of Westland Road and Main Street in Hickory, Pennsylvania, and that is Mount Pleasant Township. Of course, I ordered a full forensic postmortem examination to be performed. This examination was conducted on May 22, 2022 at 11 a.m. The anatomical diagnosis is as follows. Dennis J. Flournoy Mahama, a 25-year-old white male, died as a result of multiple gunshot wounds of chest and neck. He was shot a total of 5 times. Postmortem toxicology, as usual, was performed, and we found multiple compounds within his system. And the manner of death was ruled a homicide. Thank you.
Thank you, Coroner Warco. Good morning, Jason Walsh, WALSH, Washington County District Attorney. Thank you for coming here this morning, and I want to begin by thanking Pennsylvania State Police for doing an absolutely exhaustive and thorough investigation of this matter. Immediately, they were on scene as soon as this occurred. On May 21st, 2022, at approximately 5:51 p.m., a call was placed to Washington County 911 concerning the theft of a chainsaw at the Royal King in North Franklin Township, located in Washington County. The Pennsylvania State Police Unit was dispatched to the call at approximately 5:55 p.m. Additional information relayed in the dispatch concerned a vehicle in which the actor, Mr. Flournoy Moana, and I apologize for the pronunciation of his name if it's incorrect, was a passenger in. This trooper was in full uniform in an unmarked patrol car patrolling the area. The trooper heard the dispatch and ran the registration on the vehicle to get the description. As he was traveling on Route 50, he noticed and had eyes on the suspect vehicle. He initiated a traffic stop with lights and sirens, and then approached the vehicle as he would when he initiates any traffic stop. Approaches the driver of the vehicle and asks for identification. The driver of the vehicle did not have valid identification, and he removed him from the vehicle and placed him to the rear of the vehicle. He asked the passenger, who is the actor, Mr. Flournoy Moana, for identification, and he did not have any identification on him. After placing the driver at the rear of the vehicle, the trooper then asked the driver if there were any weapons in the vehicle or if the passenger had any weapons on him. The driver told the trooper that he did not know. So the trooper then cautiously approaches the passenger side of the vehicle where the actor is seated. The trooper sees that the passenger has his elbows on his knees and his hands near the underneath of the passenger side seat. He begins yelling to show me your hands, repeatedly. The actor turned to the trooper and said, "I'm not showing my hands. and the trooper again asked him to show his hands. He then hears what he believes to be the rack of a gun, or what sounded like a rack of a gun, and still is screaming for the actor to show him his hands. The actor then begins to make a movement by bringing his hands up from the bottom of under the seat of the vehicle, and the trooper sees a weapon in the actor's hands. The trooper then begins to scream repeatedly, "Drop the gun, drop the gun, drop the gun." The actor does not drop the gun and turns towards the trooper. The trooper then fires his weapon. He did fire it 7 times, striking the actor 5. After he deems the threat to be stopped, he remains there with his weapon drawn, holding it on the actor. Another uniformed officer from Mount Pleasant Township arrives on scene, draws his weapon to assist the trooper. He goes to the driver's side door where the actor has fallen over or is laying over at this point in time, and removes the weapon from underneath the actor's hand, clears it from the vehicle so that the officers are safe. A thorough investigation indicates that this recitation of events was corroborated by an independent witness that was outside in his yard, and it was also corroborated by the actual driver of the vehicle. The driver of the vehicle was interviewed by PSP, and he told the story, or told Pennsylvania State Police of what occurred, that they were at Royal King, that they did take a chainsaw, and that the trooper did ask to see his hands multiple times and tell him to drop the weapon. After a thorough review of all the evidence in this case, which I just summarized, and after, obviously, this has been ruled a homicide by the coroner's office, because a homicide is any intentional killing, the investigation unequivocally shows that the trooper was reasonable in his belief that his life was in danger, or that he'd be seriously injured, and that deadly force was necessary to prevent death or serious injury to himself. Circumstances left him with no alternative than to discharge his service weapon to stop the threat to his life. The totality of the circumstances show that the use of deadly force was reasonable, and as a result, there will be no criminal charges filed in this matter, and this matter, in my opinion, is a justifiable homicide. Now, if there are any questions for either I or Coroner Warka, we'll take them at this time.
There's no video from the scene, correct? State troopers don't have body cameras, is that right?
That's correct. They do not have body cameras. There is video from the scene on their MVR, their mobile vehicle recorder. And that mobile vehicle recorder corroborates the recitation of events that I've just summarized.
Is there audio on those?
There was not audio on this one.
Do you know if it's the last name, Funamoana, had any priors? He had a record of showing any types of violence or robbery or anything else before?
The actor had multiple outstanding warrants out for his arrest at the time, and the weapon that was retrieved from the actor, the safety was off, a cartridge was in the chamber, and the weapon was stolen.
Was the driver charged for the incident at Rural King?
I don't know if those charges are pending or not.
Are you releasing the name of the driver?
I am not releasing the name of the driver.
We know that the officer in this case was put on administrative duties. Is that officer going to be back allowed in the field now?
That's a question for Pennsylvania State Police, not for me, my office.
Yes. Yes, okay.
Was there a chainsaw found in the vehicle?
There was no chainsaw found in the vehicle. When interviewed, the driver had stated that where they pawned basically the chainsaw immediately after stealing it, and it was located at that place thereafter, therefore corroborating his statement.
Just to be clear, is that officer restored now or will he?
Will be.
Anything else from anybody? Okay, and thank you for coming.
Thank you.